Hi guys, Robbo46 here. Welcome yourselves back to Ride 4 on the Xbox Series X. Yep, not the Xbox One X anymore. We have upgraded to the Xbox Series X. And this is going to be my very first video of Ride 4 on the game. I've done a practice race, just a 3-lapper, to see how it performs. And now we're going to do an endurance race for this one and see how it goes. But the 3-lap race that I'd done previously, the frame rate was as smooth as you like and no issues with that whatsoever. Loading's a little bit quicker as well. You won't see any difference really with the graphics at the moment. There is a next gen update that's going to be coming out for the Xbox Series X and the PS5 in January 2021. So we'll be sure to check that out when that arrives next year. So let's get on with this endurance race around the Nurburgring GP circuit. So here we go with qualifying. Actually, I'm not even going to bother setting a lap time. I'm just gonna skip it and see whereabouts we actually. Well, we will start obviously from the back, but see if we can get to the front and win the race. So yeah, we will be starting at the back, and then we will be on our way. Still get credits for not even doing anything. Well, that loading screen was super fast there. That was a really fast loading screen. Right. So. Oh. It's a wet track, but we can actually start off on slick tires if we want. We won't. We'll start on the wets. 120%. Let's go racing. And let's see how we get on starting at the back of the grid. So this one would definitely push the frame rate because it's a wet track that is going to dry. So let's see how we go. Alright, they're off. Okay, so 40. Oh, people crashing already. So 40 minutes around here. And we are, sat up there. So far, the frame rate is absolutely fine. But we will see how it goes throughout the rest of the race. So we're in 9th position at the moment. See if we can, in fact, get a few more positions. Around the outside has not worked there. We don't need to go stupid yet. The track will dry out. And yeah, we will have to change to slick tyres, of course. What I'm hoping is going to happen is when the track does dry out, that the wet tyres just get chewed up and overheat. That's what I'm hoping is going to happen. But is that in fact exactly what's going to happen? We'll have to find out as this race progresses and as the track dries out. Unless it's going to end up raining again. You never know, it might. Okay, that was a good run out of there. That's going to be another position, so we're up to 6th position. Up towards the chicane for the first time. We're going to end lap 1 in 6th. I don't think we're going to get anyone from here to the end. Oh, bit of a slide on the way out there. Okay, at the final corner. So yes, you can in fact change your mapping on the electronics for your bike. You got the stock, which it starts on, which is default. You've got power mode, which obviously you get more power but use more fuel. And you've got eco mode as well, which obviously gives you less power but uses less fuel. So that is on there. If you just if you're on the little tyre symbols, if you just press left on the D-pad once, it will bring up your engine mappings for the bike. And yeah, that's quite handy, but just have it on stock, which is basically what I used for the 2 previous endurance races that I've done, just in the license thing we had to do. Stock is absolutely fine. It's obviously best of both worlds. Doesn't use too much fuel, as we saw with the AI using a hell of a lot more than me. And obviously power seems fine as well. Obviously if you have a crash or something, or maybe you're struggling a little bit, you can put it onto the power mode and try and catch the guys ahead or something. But at the same time, if you have a massive lead, you can just stick it down to eco so that you haven't got to pit, you know, when ready you should be. But we'll still leave it on stock for now, but I may change that as and when we need it, if we need it. But yeah, that's something that the game doesn't really tell you about that. It's just in with your electronics. I mean, I suppose it is good to have. Because like I said, if you want to catch some people. I mean, we don't need to do it at the moment because we're only 4 minutes into this race. So if it was like the last couple of laps, then yeah, I would probably stick it on power mode to see if we could catch this group and get past them, but we'll keep it as it is for now, and yeah, just change it maybe as and when we need to. So their fuel is on 82% at the moment, so not expecting any of them to pit at the moment. I'd be very shocked if any of them pitted at the moment. Yeah, we've got to see if we can get past these guys and get into the lead. I mean, the dry line is starting to appear, but it's definitely not time for slicks yet. I mean, it might be a case of we may end up having to pit twice, because when the track really dries out, it's obviously going to be ready for slicks, as these two are fighting at the moment. Oh, he's down. He's down. He bounced off the inside curb. Yeah, if the track gets ready for slicks, then, you know, if they start changing to slicks and I stay out on wets, then obviously they're going to end up starting going quicker than me, and then we might end up getting caught. So, yeah, it's definitely something to bear in mind. We may have to do something and switch the slicks early, but then of course we've got to take the fuel into consideration. Or do we gamble and stay out? I'm surprised that their tyres are meant to be cold at the moment. Very surprised at that. Considering that the dry line is definitely there, you would think that the tyres will start overheating and chewing themselves up, but they don't really seem to be degrading too much either. I mean, fuel, we're looking absolutely fine at the moment. We've got more fuel than the AI, so it's not really something we have to worry about at the moment. Again, just like Suzuka, I'm probably expecting them to pit before me. And of course, if we get a bit of a lead, we can stick it on eco and go maybe a little bit longer, and then pit over the halfway mark. But we'll have to see what happens between now and then. Obviously, like I said, you can see that the dry line has appeared now. The rest of the track will start drying out as well. But yeah, definitely a dry line there. But yeah, so far so good for the frame rate. Haven't really seen any dips or anything, which is quite surprising really, because this game hasn't had an update or anything. And like I said, the next gen update for the game isn't due until January next year. So literally just because I got this game digitally on the Xbox One X, once I set my Series X up, I just went into my games and saw the list of my games there and just downloaded my Ride 4 game and my data and everything, and started up. I downloaded MotoGP 20 as well. I will check that out, because I actually noticed when I done my long race to talk about Sunday's race, it actually there was a few times when the frame rate dropped quite badly during that video. So yeah, it would be interesting to see how that performs as well. I'm expecting that to perform better, but this is definitely performing much better. Like I said, with an endurance race, it tests it even more because the lighting's changing, especially with a wet track as well with a drying line. There's so much going on. And yeah, it's just performing so much better than the 1X. The 1X, I was really surprised at, you know, even on performance mode, that the frame rate was still struggling every now and again. It was noticeable. But yeah, the other thing with that is my recording software. Just a little insider for you. My recording software, it only records at constant frame rate. It doesn't have a variable option. So when the frame rate drops, the software kind of struggles a little bit. And usually when I've recorded a video, when I go into to edit it, I have to detach the audio because it goes out of sync where the frame rate drops. Because where my recording software is just trying to keep it at a constant frame rate. See that little bounce there? That's what I was on about before. That when we had that weird front end at Suzuka, that's what I was on about. Like, there's a few tracks, this one, where your front end just gets flicked up in the air for no reason. But yeah, anyway, back with the whole frame rate issue. Yeah, when I go to edit videos, like the audio's out of sync, so I have to detach the audio, drag it back a bit, and try and line it up. And do it that way. And usually if I record long videos, the software struggles that much that the audio basically becomes corrupted and it just goes all crackly and horrible, which obviously you may have realised and noticed in some of my videos where, you know, I've done a long video or recorded quite a large amount at one time and didn't realise until editing it. And then yeah, it was just horrible to listen to. I had to like really turn the audio down so that you could barely hear it, just so that, you know, it's not nice to listen to. But when I'd done a little test record earlier with just doing a short race, it was absolutely fine. No problems with it whatsoever. The audio was in sync. So it will be interesting to see how this race turns out once I've finished recording it. And yeah, usually when I record races, like when it's a category of multiple races, not the endurance races, because I'll just be recording one of them at a time. But when it's a category with like short races in it, I'll record a race, then go back to the menu, then I'll stop recording, then I'll play the video back to myself and skip through it a little bit just to make sure the audio's not crackly. Then I'll export it, and then I'll record again. So I have to kind of record in little chunks just to make sure the audio doesn't crackle. It'll still be out of sync, but obviously I correct that in editing. But yeah, like I said, the recording I took earlier, just a test record, was absolutely fine. There was no issues with it whatsoever. It didn't go out of sync. So it is annoying that my recording software doesn't have a variable frame rate option. Like my old recording software did, but my new one doesn't. And yeah, it definitely hurts the outcome sometimes, and obviously gives me more work to do in editing. So fingers crossed this will be absolutely fine. Like I said, with no actual frame rate issues at all at the moment, there's no reason why it should go out of sync or go crackly or anything. So yeah, that's kind of what I've had to put up with mainly the milestone games. It wasn't too bad with MotoGP 20. It did happen a couple of times, but not too bad. It happened with the Isle of Man TT2 game when I was doing a race around the Isle of Man circuit. Because occasionally that game would drop frames. I think it actually happened once during a F1, I don't know if it's 2019 or 2020 video. I think it's 2019 video it happened as well. But yeah, fingers crossed that will be the end of my audio issues with recording. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. But now that I've said all that, it will probably just be a software issue. And it will probably still happen despite there being no frame rate issues. But we shall see. It's just something I'll have to test over a period of time. I'm hoping, like I said, this video will be absolutely fine by the time it's all done. I will, of course, watch it back and listen to it, and obviously look at see if it's still in sync. But yeah, enjoying the Series X so far. The controller feels really good as well, actually. Obviously it's got like low latency and everything, but it feels tighter, if that's the right word. Everything just feels a bit sharper. Yeah, the triggers feel a little bit stiffer, but I don't mind that at all. That's absolutely fine with me. But yeah, so far so good. Yeah, like I said, I will test out MotoGP 20, see how that runs. There's no reason why that shouldn't run well as well. But this game is definitely running better, so happy about that. I mean, you saw how quickly it loaded into the race as well. I know usually from qualifying to the race, it's pretty quick anyway. But that was, what, just over a second to load into the race? Yeah. Really good. And it's an endurance race as well, and it was loading a wet track with a drying line and stuff like that, so it's not like it's a short race where it just goes straight in and you know, doesn't have too much to load. But okay, I've just seen a couple people are in the pit already. Our fuel is fine, 53%. We've got 11-second lead. So the track is virtually dry now. It looks actually bone dry. So people that are pitting now, will be interesting to see if my lead can continue. The tyres, they're not overheating, which I'm really surprised at. They've kind of missed a trick with that. Because the track is dry, completely dry, and I'm on wet tyres. And apparently they're still cold, which is bizarre. They should be chewing themselves up, but they're doing fine. The front is, what, 74%? The rear is in the 50s. Tyres are fine. I mean, they don't feel great. They don't feel as good as the slicks, but it's not got to a point where I'm really losing time. So our gap is still going up. It's 3.5 seconds around there. 3.5, 13.5 even. I just glanced up and saw the 3. So yeah, 13.5 second lead. And we're not quite halfway yet. We're nearly halfway. We're halfway on fuel. But we need to get down to 20 minutes. Not that it really matters, because obviously I'm going to have to top up fuel anyway. It's not going to last the whole race distance. Maybe if I had it on eco mode for the whole race, it might do. I think it'll be very close. But the fact that it's only dipped below half a tank now, and we're nearly halfway through the race. So yeah, our fuel is absolutely fine. I will of course have to change tyres, especially rear tyre. But I will be going on to slicks. A few more people are pitting now. Yeah, big slide there. So the rear is starting to let go a bit. But I will have to go onto slicks, and I think that's going to be, well, it's obviously the best option. I mean, technically I should be probably coming in now anyway, but I just want to stretch it out so that we're over halfway through the race, so that I haven't got to make another pit stop, basically. I want to make this just a one pit stop strategy. Make sure we get to the end with only one pit stop. We will... I might go for a soft front and a medium rear, and top the tank up to a full tank again, just so that there's no worries with fuel at all. Yeah, got 15-second lead. The riders behind are going to have to pit way before me, surely, because they're only on 26% and 29%. Just had a glance at the mini-map as well, and from 7th back to 10th, they're pretty close. 11th and 12th are a little bit further back, but from me down to 6th, well, me down to 7th place, it's very, very spread out. Very spread out, but I don't think we're going to be... Well, we might be overtaken, it depends. If we pit before the guys behind, yeah, we will be overtaken, of course. But as it stands, surely they're going to have to pit before me anyway. So maybe 4th position is going to be the first person to pass me when I pit. I'm guessing. I'm not entirely sure. Oh no 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 no. Well, we saved that. We didn't save that though. We've done all the hard work and then bloody lost the front. Okay, well that's going to set us back a little bit. I was saying that 2nd place and 3rd place were in the pits there. So 2nd place now, that looks like they have been in the pit. So we've got 27-second lead over 2nd position. They have been in the pit. They're on slick tyres now. They're on soft front, soft rear. 73% fuel. I'll tell you what, my front tyre, it's still got a hell of a lot of life left in it. It hasn't really gone down much at all. So we're coming up to the 20-minute mark, so that will mark the halfway point of the race. So the time in game is coming up to 20 past 5. And I think the sun is going to, well, will be setting soon, so we may be going into darkness soon. We may be going into darkness. 23-second lead. We'll keep an eye on that. If they start catching me, then we know we definitely need to pit. Shall I do one or two more laps, maybe? I'm not going to pit on this lap. I think we can get one more out of it. I mean, the tyres aren't doing great at the moment, but we'll see how we go. See how we go. Okay, that's going to be the end of lap 10. We are officially halfway through the race, or just over. 21-second lead. So that lead has come down a little bit, actually. That lead has come down a bit. Probably, I don't want to stay out too long, just in case, because if we stay out too long, then we will well and truly lose the lead, and then we'll have some work to do. Because if they're starting to lap quicker because they're on slicks, which in theory they should, then yeah, we don't want to stay out too much longer. And of course, if we keep, you know, a decent amount of fuel in the tank, we haven't got to wait as long filling back up again. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Yeah, you can tell the lighting is starting to change, so the sun is starting to set. So we are going to be going into darkness soon. But doesn't look like it's going to rain again. Doesn't look like it's going to rain again. Well, saying that, the gap's gone back up to 23 seconds. I don't know what's going on. We've kept the gap at 23 seconds. Look at their fuel. It's down to 60% already. I reckon they might have to pit again. They might have to pit again, you know. That'd be interesting. Right. Let's try and do one more lap. We'll do one more lap and then we'll come in. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to stretch it out. And well, I probably could. But yeah, I think this lap will be my last one on the wet tyres because they're not degrading for some reason. Nowhere near as much as I thought they would. They're not overheating. Well, we are definitely going to win this race, I think. Just the one crash so far. And that was a stupid thing to do. Keep it going. But yeah, when the Xbox Series X and the PS5, like the next generation patch, comes out in January, I will try and do a comparison between the original game, so running on the Xbox One X, and then maybe do it compared to the Series X as well. It will be quite difficult because obviously recording in 4K, although I can in fact record in 4K if I want, it's going to take up a massive amount of memory, and then it's going to take literally ages to upload. Yeah, it is getting darker. The sun is setting. We've got just over 15 minutes to go. And they have got half a tank of fuel remaining. We've got 24%. Still got 31% of the rear tyre remaining. We could, in theory, still go, but I think now's the time to come in. I need to change... Oh, it's not going to let me now. Right, I need to remember to change the mapping back down to stock when we exit the pit. So we want a soft front tyre, we want a medium rear, and we want a full tank of fuel again. So let's see if we're going to lose the lead. Well, we have a 23-second lead, so 23 seconds. Yeah, there we go. We've lost the lead. Oh, we're going to lose quite a bit of time, actually. Oh, we're going to lose at least 12 seconds on the leader now. And we're still in second. What's happened? Oh, maybe someone's pit. Wait. The leader's only 6 seconds up the road. Oh, this bike feels so much better now we're on slicks. That is weird. I thought we'd lost so much more time than 6 seconds. I'm not sure what's happened there. I mean, I'm not complaining. See if we can catch the leader. So back down to stock for our engine mapping. Yeah, the bike feels much better now we're on slick tyres. Tell you what, it's stopping better as well. Stopping much better, turning better. Okay, that's good. The gap is coming down. It's only 5.1 now. So we are closing. Closing in on the leader. Oh, it's already coming down. It's below 5 seconds now. 4.5. But that it is really getting dark. Gonna be nighttime soon. It's what, 6:30 in the evening now in game. Yeah, we are closing big time. We're gonna take the lead again soon. We've got plenty of time to do it as well. Coming up for 12.5 minutes remaining. We're nearly there. Right, gap is 3.9. So we've nearly halved that gap. I'm coming for the lead again. I'm still convinced they're going to have to pit again anyway. So even if we didn't catch them, I'm pretty sure they'd still have to pit. They've only got 36% left. Yeah, look how dark it's getting now. Probably. Oh, he's down, he's down, he's down. Well, that's the lead back for me. They could obviously sense that we were catching them. Down they went. Oh, that's me back into the lead, which is good. Just under 11 and a half minutes remaining. We won't have to pit again. So we will just be staying out until the end now. No need for us to pit. Our fuel is going to last. Our tyres are going to last. Everything is going to last. And we are hopefully going to win this race. We've already got a 1.4 second lead. So we are indeed pulling away. Well, just over 10 minutes to go. So what are we saying? Are we going to be getting to lap 19 again like we did at Suzuka? I think that may be the case. Oh, second place is in the pit. They've come in the pit already. Second place is in. Our lead is just going to go up quite a lot now. So that is their second pit of the race. There we go, we've got a 19.5 second lead. That is going to be a job well done once we finish in a little over 10 minutes time. Well, it'll be a little bit more than 10 minutes depending on whereabouts on the lap we are when it goes down to 0. Let's see what we can do in relation to extending our lead. It's basically 20 seconds now. 20-second lead. Nine and a half minutes remaining. We are getting there. We've done the majority of the race. We're into the last quarter. Yeah, it's going to become fully night time soon, I suspect. It is nearly 10 past 7 in game time. Cloudy. So I don't think it's going to rain again, which is good. Because if it did, we would definitely have to go back into the pit just to switch to rain tyres again. Okay, on our way to the final corner. Out we come. Right, so nearly a 22-second lead now. That is pretty good going, I would say. Come on. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. Fuel we're absolutely fine for. The rear tyres are apparently cold. But the soft front is wearing out quite quickly. But not quick enough to warrant me going back in. And even if it did completely wear out, I would still just keep it on and limp to the finish if I had to. But yeah, the medium rear tyre is cold apparently. Feels absolutely fine to me. Yeah, the tyre temperatures on this game are broken. They have been since day one, unfortunately. So the next update for the game will come when the next DLC pack releases, which I think is actually not that far away. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's definitely this month. .28, 23.8, 24 seconds. Yeah, 23.8 second lead at the moment. Yeah, it's pretty much night time now, 7:30 at night. We are on course to... This is going to feel like a better victory than Suzuka, because Suzuka we had quite a few crashes. We've only had one in this race. And that was mainly because I made the mistake and went onside the outside curb down to turn 1. And tried to get the bike stopped before we went in the gravel. Really, I should have just set the bike up and gone through the gravel. We would have stayed on then, but pushed my luck and we went down. Nearly got a 30-second lead now. We're getting close to that. We're on lap 17. So at just under 2 minutes a lap now. Now that we're on slicks. Before, when we were on wets, we were doing over 2 minute laps. But now that we're on slicks, we're doing under 2 minutes. So we're looking at about 3 more laps potentially. Maybe 2.5. So yeah, we'll be about 3 laps by the end of it. So probably looking to end on lap 20. We shall see. Nearly got a 30-second lead. We're not going to lap anyone though. That is not going to happen. Unless someone like 12th position is going to go into the pit or something, but yeah, that's not our aim anyway. It's just to try and win the race. The good thing about the endurance races is you do get a lot of credits for doing them. Obviously you get even more if you have the ×2 multiplier, so that is really going to help us save money for any bike really, hopefully. We do officially have a 30-second lead. Right. So yeah, it's literally, I think it's going to get to about 30 seconds by the time we come out the final corner, just looking at the time now. So we did, yeah, that's my fastest lap of the race at 59.0. If we're in the 59s for the next 2 laps. Yeah, it's going to be quite close come to the end of it. We might just take the flag with a few seconds to spend, yeah, to do one more lap. We'll see. Meanwhile, we are way out in the lead. 31.7 second lead. Where is 12th position? Oh, they've literally just appeared on the map there. I was going to say, it like disappeared for ages. I could only see down to 11th. I was thinking maybe they'd gone into the pit or something and we'd gone past them, but I'm not sure what happened there. So through the Schumacher S. And again, the frame rate has been absolutely fine, despite, you know, started off with a wet track, dried out, and now it's got dark as well. And absolutely spot on, no issues with it whatsoever. We're not that far behind 12th place, you know. We're not that far behind at all. Oh, it is going to be close come the end of this next lap. By the time we get to the line, what's it going to be? About 2.5 minutes? Two minutes 29 remaining. So, I'll tell you what. Have we got a big enough lead? We might have a big enough lead to literally just wait by the line for the clock to run out on the end of this lap and then just go over the line then. Instead of going on to lap 20 and doing another whole lap, I think we do have a big enough lead. Well, we have got a 37-second lead now. So it's going to be about 30 seconds roughly by the time we reach the line, so I might just park up park up by the line, and then when the clock goes to 0, cross it. No one's going to overtake me at the moment. Tell you what, second place, they are so low on fuel. And they've literally just started this lap. Are they going to make it to the end? Our fuel, we've still got over half a tank. We're fine. I'll tell you what, we are close to 12th position. We're not that far behind them now. You can see him just about in the distance, just about. Right, looking at the clock now, it's less than 1 minute to go. We're not at the end yet. Through the chicane. Leisurely go up to the final corner. It is going to be about 30 seconds, isn't it? We've got 41-second lead. Yeah, I'm not going to cross the line yet. I'm going to park up and wait for the clock to go to 0. And then cross it, because the big lead we've got, we're not going to be overtaken by the time the clock goes to 0. Let's just stop. In fact, let's do a little burnout. There's not a lot of smoke there. There we go. Yeah, just have a little fun. Wear out that rear tyre as well. Overheat it. I can just look at the mini-map as well to see how close they are. So we've only got a few seconds remaining. The clock is 0 now. Final lap is indicated. There we go. Flip across the line. Job done. Victory. Well, that meant we didn't have to do one more lap. But there we go. Done. And we still won by over 20 seconds, despite the fact we waited at the end. But yeah, that was a good test for the Xbox Series X, that one. And I'm happy to report no issues whatsoever. So anyway, guys, that is it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave us a video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to stay safe and to wash your hands. See you.